This is a live look at David Booth Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Kansas Jayhawks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Jayhawks head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Kentucky's offense will take the field first. Now we take a look at Brennan Ward. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. It quickly on the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Miller. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Kentucky going quickly.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Ward. Looking left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Ferguson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skilled players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Hand off for Baxter. And he dropped a quick spin move on him before being dragged down. Solid pickup on the play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So Kansas offense takes the field for the first time in this game. James Simon. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Motion from the wide receiver. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Simon. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
On the ground, it's Simon. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Jayhawks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Simon. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option, he'll keep it on second down. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And this offense coming out on the first drive and showing like we are willing to run our quarterback. We're going to run the option game. We're going to make you play discipline. And they had a lot of success on that drive, Jesse.
And David, the defense knew they were going to see option in this game, but you know it's so hard to prepare for it when you're going against your own scout team. This offense, they make the decisions quicker. The athletes are so much better, especially at quarterback, and they're going to have to find a way because they're going to see the option further along in this game.
Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Ferguson's. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They were all over it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Got his man down the middle. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Wildcats will go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with Baxter. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Left side is Simon. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
Looking for a crease. It's Willis. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Buying time to his right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pulls it. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll ride him again. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
On his way back from the 20. And they'll stop him right there on the return. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Turning it on! Past the 50. He's at the touchdown, Kansas. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Number 34 set to kick this one off.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14,
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
and man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Play action on first down. Out wide left, it's Sands. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Trying to get the corner. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Sends it back in motion. Looking for the edge. Keeps it on the option. He'll toss it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Dropping back, it's Mason. Hauls it in. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Jayhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Thomas. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. run inside. It's Simon. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Driving forward, it's Simon. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, gonna throw it. Setting up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
This guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with the pick six. Touchdown, Rockjaw. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Second and long here. Hits inside. It's Baxter. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Scanning the field, it's Ward. Unleashes one deep. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out. I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Left side is Thomas. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're testing the right side here. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeps it himself. Now the toss. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Rush is on. And he avoids the sack.
And this is a tough spot for the offensive coordinator here after that incompletion 4th down, because you scored a touchdown on your first drive, then you kicked a field goal. You don't want to punt now on your 3rd drive of the game, right? Things are going so well. Do you trust your quarterback? Do you trust your offense to go convert this thing and stay on the field?
They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Really nice job creating his own space, running with attitude. He's up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Keep it on the ground. And he could not get loose on the run. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Ward. Shoots it to the left. Got the tight end outside. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the heat. Across the 25, he's got room. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Misses badly on that one. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, here's Baxter. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll go with Baxter. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in fourth and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Kentucky spends its second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Looking to throw, it's Ward. Out wide left, it's Baxter. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The Wildcats call their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
That textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
From deep, it's Thomas. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at New Mexico State taking on the Utah State Aggies. And it's the Aggies getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Now back to your game in Lawrence. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
The Jayhawks head coach told me at the half. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Jayhawks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Sands. Breaks into the open. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Wide receiver going in motion. Sets his feet. It's Mason. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. On the option. Quarterback keeps it on the ground. He breaks a tackle. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Fires left. Just had to get rid of it. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Under pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Unloads it downfield. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They'll give it to Baxter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Baxter again. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your... and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got...
Snagged it, and there's running room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They'll need a bunch on second down. The fake wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. And the Jayhawks have their offense in high gear. Caught on the RPO. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Jayhawks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass. It's Mason. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
C.J. Baxter one more time. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
On the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third-down situation.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Jayhawks sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys?
All right, Holly.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The screen, he can go. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. It's reverse. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Pulls it on the option. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
This defense really has their hands full, guys. They got to play with great eye discipline because they don't know who's going to be keeping the football in the run game. And that time, you saw the QB. He was able to kind of skirt his way to get some positive yards.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Pass to 6. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Off play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hand it to the back. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it. He'll keep it on second down. To the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Barber. The screen, and watch out! Makes his man miss. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
From the gun, the running back has it.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Trying to get the corner. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Sells to run, looking to pass. On target. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Ward. Left side is Skinner. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Still up. He smashes his way through again. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baxter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll stop things momentarily for an injury on the play. There is a Kentucky Wildcat down. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They're going to run it to the right. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Give to the running back. Down he goes.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. And the returner goes down. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Baxter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And in this game, this guy has shown you why he's one of the best in the country. He has so much ability at the running back position. Speed, quickness, the ability to break tackles, unbelievable vision. Already now with 150 yards rushing, the defense has no answer for him. They've got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit.